How's it going? This is Todd Eric Lovato from Santafe.com here on the beautiful Santa Fe Prep Campus this morning in preparation for the Santa Fe International Folk Art Market 2012, and joining me is Gasali Adeyemo. How's it going?
Pretty good.
So good. And now I'm going to just let the viewers in on right before this interview. You're I guess what's called an alumni artist. So this isn't your first time at the market, is that right?
Actually, this is not I've been to the market since the beginning of the market. I've been part of the market for many years. I've been there in the market.
So just before this, you were with a group of new artists that were new to the folk art market for the very first time. And what were you there for?
I'm here to share my experience of what I've been learning to be one of the artists who's been coming to market for many times. So I think it benefits for them and it helped them a lot to learn what they need to do and how they need to get preparation for their product and how they can be successful as well. And I was thanking people they put this together, like this is very incredible to help the young artists who came to the market to be able to successful as well.
What do you tell these new artists who are coming into the market for the first time? It's probably overwhelming, right?
It was really, because we just tell them get ready, because I told them all my experience I've been into the market, because when you having breakfast in the morning, make sure you eat your breakfast very well, because when you get your lunch, you might not be able to eat it because the crowd is gonna keep pouring, and people, most of the customer, they want to meet you and they want to talk to you and they want to know about your product, and you have to be able to talk to them to be able to engage, and that's how you'll be able to sell your product with them. And also the key of myself as a successful for the market, I told them, please smile and greet people, and that is very important.
Are these things that you had to learn firsthand years ago?
That is what I have to learn, because my first year I was worried why I didn't do pretty well, and I see like, oh, I need to engage with more people, like more customer, because when they come to your booth, they're looking at you, they want you to talk to them and to be able to know who you are and to be able to ask you questions about your product, and that way you can be able to share your conversation with them and how you made your piece, where did this come from, how long it take you to make it. So even if they're trying to walk by, they're interesting of what you bring, but if you don't try to talk to them, engage, so I think they kind of feel like they don't really have what they need so much. That's why I was telling them today inside that you need to engage and smiling and be able to talk to people more.
That they're not just buying a piece of your art, but they're also buying a piece of you in a sense.
Exactly, because when they buy the hat, they want to see picture of yourself, who you are. When they put the hat in the room or any piece of they collect from you, they can be able to see you in between that piece of what you tell them about how it was made, how long it take you. This is come from your family, generation to generation. So what is the history? How this hat so important? How much it was so important to your culture? They want to know more about a lot of things like that.
How do you balance then these kind of compelling stories and some of this art and culture that can be sacred and maybe spiritual, and how do you balance sharing but not sharing, say, that side of it or all your trade secrets?
Interesting. A lot of them is secret, a lot of them is not secret. I think there is one of my brother this morning was saying this morning, like, in my country we don't tell all the secret how I made my piece, and I was telling him that's fine, but there's a lot of things people still want to know about your product, which doesn't have to be secret, but you can tell them, as I say, how much this is so important to your community. What is your community benefit from this? I mean, all kind of stuff like that. You can tell people, and how do you made it, and I mean stuff like that.
We're talking with Gasali Adeyemo today. Now, one of the things that makes the folk art market so just an amazing experience for people, because it draws, I think, more than 150 artists like yourself from far-reaching countries, more than 50 countries, that's more 60 countries from all over the world, and they all have these just amazing stories. Now, I'm not putting any pressure on you, but what's your story?
Um, the story I have is about the market. You say it's just, I mean, it's wonderful because I've been do my fiber, my natural dye indigo for years. I never been to market like this. This is one of the market I ever see in my life. I mean, because I was telling my people, my brother and sister in the inside, to me, it's not the only about market. It's about to bring all the artists together, and it gives me a lot of opportunity to meet other artists from all over the world. Then we can be able to share our experience, or we can be able to help ourselves. Somebody came to my booth sometimes from other country as an artist. He asked me like, "Oh wow, if I need this product like the dye you use indigo, how can I get it?" You see, that's how we helping each other. So if they don't bring them, how can I meet the artists like that? So it just make us connect between the artists from other country. It is incredible.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, you have to think that you have a place where artists from all over the world are coming, not just selling, but exchanging ideas.
Ideas of how things was made, and actually you might be see those things on the internet or on the news, but to meet the original artist like that came to your booth and trying to share his experience, how you can help each other, which is very amazing to me, because I've seen people from India. They ask me like, wow, where do you get your indigo? How do you make your indigo? So we have a little conversation. So he talked to me, I talked to him. We can benefit from each other. How we make our dye bath, which is very helpful for each other.
And how do you make your indigo? I'm just kidding. No,
indigo make in different way in my culture, and it's only one color, blue. But when you go to Japan, when you go to Africa, when you go to India, is it the way they put the dye bar together, the way they prepare it is different way. But the only color we get result is only blue for everybody. Because I remember when I was in France last year, in La Rochelle, people like come from all over the world. Because of what? Because of indigo. Because of one color. When everybody was speaking, give like a lecture to everybody, you can see like, wow, we're all here because of one color, indigo, but people have different idea, different story, different how the way to do the dye, which has helped me a lot when I was there too in France last year.
One last question. So when people are at the folk art market, this, in a couple days or whenever they see this, you've explained really well, what it's like to be an artist there. What recommendations do you have if you come as a shopper, if you are just interested in getting the most out of your experience? You've seen so many different people, coming as a viewer. Any advice for them?
Oh, you mean when they come to your booth, or? I think advice from me to them is, I think for the market, what they do right now, I think it was incredible for the community, for the environment, in not only in Mexico, for the all over American, because a lot of people has been waiting to meet artists like this, but they have chance to meet them, so they can use that opportunity when they come to the market. All the customer, everybody come to the market, which is coming. It start today, tomorrow. I mean Thursday, today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They should take opportunity to be able to meet the artist and talk to them and know who they are. And they are ready to talk to them also, to share their own experience to them.
Take the time to meet an artist, and that's exactly what I had the chance to do today. Gasali, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That was Gasali Adeyemo. I'm Todd Eric Lovato for Santafe.com. Thanks for listening.
And how they can be successful as well. And I was thanking people they put this together, like this is very incredible to help the young artists who came to the market to be able to successful as well.
What do you tell these new artists? How's it going? This is Todd Eric Lovato from Santafe.com here on the beautiful Santa Fe Prep Campus this morning in preparation for the Santa Fe International Folk Art Market 2012. And joining me is Gasali Adeyemo. How's it going?
Pretty good.
So
To share my experience of what I've been learning to be one of the artists who's been coming to market for many times. So I think it benefits for them and it helped them a lot to learn what they need to do and how they need to get preparation for their product and part of the market for many years I've been there in the market.
So just before this, you were with a group of new artists that were new to the folk art market for the very first time, and what were you there for?
I'm here.
Good. And now I'm going to just let the viewers in on right before this interview. You're I guess what's called an alumni artist. So this isn't your first time at the market, is that right?
Actually, this is not my. I've been to the market since the beginning of the market. I've been